Whenever you think of a college, you probably do not think of paranormal activity or anything of the sort, because at the end of the day, schools are meant to be safe places for students to go and learn. But this video uploaded to YouTube by Philip Potgieter goes to show that that is not always the case. Filmed in the Hildmakar College in Johannesburg, South Africa, the video in question is being filmed off a security camera monitor. For a while, we are shown a simple hallway that looks completely fine and nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. However, a couple of seconds into the video, the uploader begins to zoom into the footage where we can see something incredibly odd start moving around. Upon closer inspection, it appears to be some sort of ghostly figure roaming the halls of the college, before making a turn and vanishing thereafter. It is certainly hard to explain, as it looked exactly like a ghostly person moving around, and it wouldn't make sense for there to be a student or teacher there, seemingly that late at night. Whatever this thing is, we can only hope that the school got the answers that they need. Kadra Azul, a fearless urban explorer from Malaysia, or possibly just someone with a death wish, decided to enter what many claim is the most haunted asylum in the entire country. Locals warned him over and over not to go near it, but curiosity and maybe a touch of insanity drove him straight inside. The place is a former psychiatric hospital, now abandoned and drenched in ghost stories, a true ghost haven. With chilling tales of mistreatment, unexplained deaths, and demonic hauntings, authorities finally shut it down back in the 1990s. Before entering, Kadra said a prayer, probably the smartest move of the night, because once inside, it didn't take long for something to make its presence known.
Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. Soro. Hoi. Hoi.
Trying to steady his nerves, Kadra moved toward the source of the noise, but when he arrived, there was nothing. The room stood silent and still. The only sound was his breathing, quick, unsteady, growing louder by the second, like some part of him knew something was watching him from the dark.
Allah Akbar. Ada yang melintas, geng.
Despite that gut feeling, he kept going. The atmosphere was thick, like the building itself was holding its breath. He searched every room, and then this happened.
Hey. Ambil buat apa ni sini seorang-seorang? Weh, gemuk lah ni. Ambil buat apa sini seorang-seorang? Hah? Awak? Hah? Siapa?
Was it just a stray cat? Kadra wasn't convinced. Whatever moved didn't look like an animal. It was darker, taller, a shadow figure, and it left him shaken, but things were only about to get worse.
Assalamualaikum. Allahu Akbar.
Did you catch it? A deep growling noise echoes down the hallway, raw, guttural, unnatural, so disturbing even a horror metal vocalist would have turned pale.
Allahu Akbar!
Most would have sprinted out without looking back, but not Kadra. He pushed forward, still searching, even as doubt and dread closed in around him. Nearly an hour passed, and just when he started to wonder if he'd made a huge mistake, something found him.
Allahu Akbar!
He ran toward the noise, only to find nothing again. But this time, he didn't need to see it. He could feel it. Something was behind him, unseen, silent, and far too close. He wasn't alone. Not anymore.
Allahu Akbar! Ya God. Siapa kau?
Then, finally, it revealed itself. From the corner of a crumbling hallway, a ghostly face, pale female, peeked out from behind the wall. A girl, watching, waiting. And here's the creepy part. This was a live recording. No cuts. No edits. He was inside for hours, and no one ever ran by. No footsteps. No escape. It's almost as if she vanished into the walls before he could reach her. Whatever that entity was, one thing's certain. She plays hide and seek like it's a supernatural art form. Hi, Strangeness is a fairly tight-knit community on Reddit that encourages its members to share any footage relating to UFOs, Bigfoot, aliens, animal mutations, or anything relating to the paranormal. Recently, a user named Keenox shared a video over on the subreddit with the title The Unknown Creature in the Yangtze River. In the video, we can see some sort of bizarre, unidentifiable creature slithering around in the river near a busy road. Of course, this could be something normal and easily explainable, such as a strange-looking alligator or crocodile, but many are convinced otherwise. It does look somewhat unnatural, and it seems as though most people cannot tell what this creature is. If any of you guys have any sort of idea as to what this creature is, please feel free to share this information. Tim works as an overnight security guard at a long-abandoned excavation site. What he expected to be quiet night shifts soon turned into a waking nightmare. Sirens would go off without any trigger. Empty chairs moved on their own. Unseen forces scraped across the concrete floors. The air turned foul, and a thick sense of dread followed his every step. Whatever haunted that site wasn't just restless. It was watching. Desperate for answers, Tim began filming his shifts, but that's when the real horror began.
Man, that's cold. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I can definitely feel something in here. It's like a Shit. Just saw my apple move. Just saw him move. Oh. What do you want? Who are you? Oh. What does this mean? What do you want? Why are you playing games? Why did you attack me the other day? What do you want?
Objects in the room began shifting unpredictably on its own, bouncing and spinning without any visible cause. At one point, an apple rolls across the table on its own, and we see clearly. Tim's legs are out of the way, and there's zero chance he's using magnets or props. The space beneath the table is too tight for anyone to hide under it. For many, exploring abandoned or haunted old buildings is an exciting and fascinating thing to do. Many YouTube videos showcase people doing this, in various different locations, to varying results. The following video, published online by YouTube user SuperToxicPotato75, is one of those videos that seemingly does capture something creepy on camera. The video starts off fairly normal as we see the man recording walking around the building and showing viewers the state of everything inside. However, he starts to talk about how him and his friend heard a ghost slamming a door shut in the building a while ago. The uploader, insistent on waiting around to see if it happens again, started to make this video. But at 30 seconds in, something scary happens.
Round red. It's a puzzle.
Is anyone wearing red?
Oh,
Yeah, me.
Who?
You're wearing maroon.
No, it's red.
That's maroon.
This is red.
It's maroon.
It's red.
Kind of red.
No.
This is fucking red.
Alright, let's just go.
I told you stop recording.
I'm not gonna stop recording.
Do it. Would you rather have it not on footage or actually experience another one?
Alright,
I would have rather experience another
point
one.
it one last time.
Dude, stop. It's already an hour.
Point it. Point at it.
It's been an hour.
One last, I'm gonna... No fucking way! You did it! Thank you! Right now my heart's beating, man, but I thank you so much for that. Is that what you wanted? Did you want me to stop recording? I was about to stop recording. Is there anybody? Nobody. Nobody.
In the description of the uploader goes on to explain, quote, "We filmed for literally 50 minutes trying to get this ghost to slam the door again. The last time we came, the door slammed on us, but we didn't record it sadly. But this time, we did. My friend couldn't believe that it was a ghost and thought it was the hinges, but that clearly wasn't the hinges. This video was clipped down to 3 minutes out of the 50 minutes that we recorded. I'm glad we got this evidence," end quote. This sounds like some fairly convincing evidence if you ask me. The loud banging sound that you can hear certainly doesn't sound like some sort of faulty hinge, but rather that of a door slamming shut. But I'm curious as to what you think. A pet owner recently lost their beloved cat, and ever since, they felt a strange presence near the cat's old play tower. Convinced that their furry friend's spirit never truly left, they set up a camera overnight, and the footage they captured is pretty eerie. I'm not claiming it's definitive proof of a ghost cat, but the video has a subtle creep factor, and for some pet lovers, it's more heartwarming than horrifying. Still, the idea of a pet haunting its favorite place, that's both comforting and a little unsettling. What do you think? Similar to schools, playgrounds are probably the last place on Earth you would expect to have some sort of paranormal problem, but the video you are about to watch seemingly shows otherwise. This video is certainly short, but sweet, so have a look and see the chilling thing that the cameraman captured that night. The way this swing is rocking side to side seems incredibly unnatural and eerie, and if you look very closely, you can see what appears to be a shadow figure sitting on the edge of the swing, then disappear, only to reappear and jump off. Perhaps before this video was taken, somebody went up to the swing and pushed on it, violently, in order to make it do this, but who knows? If it were to be a hoax, then this shadow person would have to be created with CGI, as that's the only way I can see this type of effect being achieved. This could also be extremely good evidence of a ghost roaming around, and perhaps haunting a place that innocent children like to go to. iTikTok user Kubo Koi, also known as Tyler, recently made waves on this channel after his home life took a terrifying turn. It all started when he purchased an old doll off Facebook Marketplace. Since then, the energy in his house has shifted in a dark direction. Strange noises echo through the rooms, and everyday objects seem to move without explanation. Determined to document the creepy activity, Tyler began recording. And here's what he caught on camera.
You're knocking on my bedroom door. Hello? Hello? Just leave it alone.
Late one night, while resting in bed, Tyler was startled by a loud knock on his bedroom door. He jumped up to check, only to find the hallway completely empty. But just as he turned around, the door across from him suddenly and silently slammed shut on its own. A few nights later, as he tried to fall asleep again, disturbing sounds from inside his closet kept him wide awake. Frustrated and scared, he finally confronted the entity, asking it a simple question: "What do you want?" The reply sent chills down his spine.
Knocking again? Can you please stop? I really want to sleep. What do you want? Can you answer me? What is it that you want? Please stop.
A ghostly, faint voice whispered back from the darkness, "Leave."
Can you answer me? What is it that you want? What is it that you want? What is it that you want?
The meaning was unclear. Was the spirit warning Tyler to get out, or begging for release from the cursed doll? With nowhere else to turn, he followed the advice of a viewer who recommended trying a Ouija board. But as every horror fan knows, inviting communication through a spirit board rarely ends well.
So someone suggested I try using one of these boards to try and see if it'll say anything. I'm not going to touch the little plastic piece because obviously then it would look weird if it moved. So I'm just going to ask it questions and see if it moves the thing at all. Do you have a name? What is your name? You have to move the little plastic piece to reveal letters and spell something. It just moved. All right, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
Staring at the board, Tyler gripped the planchette and waited. He didn't expect much, but the device suddenly began sliding across the surface on its own, That slight, unnatural movement was all it took. Terrified, he backed away and ended the session immediately. With paranormal activity growing stronger by the day, it might be time to do something drastic. Honestly, it wouldn't be the worst idea to trash this haunted doll and send her straight to wherever Annabelle came from. On April 16 of 2023, at around 12 a.m., a man named Jacob wakes up to a strange noise outside his room. Trembling with fear, he gets out of bed and encounters something that leaves him extremely unnerved. Now, not too long ago, I featured a video from Jacob, who you may remember as the man who inherited an old house and a creepy clown doll that both belonged to his grandmother. The clown doll, known as Jeffrey, scares him. Because of this, he keeps Jeffrey locked up in a separate room away from him. But then one night, something happens that spooks Jacob out of his mind. It's close to midnight, when a loud bang wakes him up. He hears a couple more noises, before suddenly realizing that the sounds are coming from the room next to his where the clown doll was put. What happens next scares the living daylights out of him. Take a look.
I just heard banging.
As Jacob checks the room where the sounds were coming from, a loud noise is heard from downstairs. He looks nervously down the staircase, when suddenly, the sound of footsteps going up the stairs is heard. Yet, as he looks closely, no one appears to be there. He then quickly turns around to see the door opening slowly, showing Jeffrey, whose head is now in a different position. Initially seen facing the wall, the clown is now staring at the door. Jacob quickly ends the video here and locks himself in his room until the following morning. After this night, he was absolutely certain that Jeffrey was haunted. Afraid it might happen again, or something worse may occur, he decides to move Jeffrey into the basement.
Another update. I think I'm definitely going to be moving Jeffrey. Like, with whatever happened last night, I don't want him near me. I'm going to be putting him in the basement, so I'm going to follow up. This is the results so far. I'm going to leave him here for now, but I think I'm going to put a camera here. Jeffrey's still here, so we're gonna see if there's anything I miss.
Now, unlike before, Jacob will keep an eye on Jeffrey by placing a security camera in front of him. If anything happens, he'll be notified immediately via a notification sent by the camera. Fast forward to a few nights later, and he's notified of movement inside the basement. He checks the camera's live feed and sees that the camera is moving side to side. Now this didn't alarm him, as he forgot that the heater on which the camera was placed on top has a timer that turns it on and makes it oscillate. The heater had simply turned on during this time. But as he continues to watch, something happens that terrifies him to his core. Watch. As the camera oscillates from side to side, the clown's arm eerily moves on its own. Seconds later, the light bulb blows out in a loud explosion, making the basement completely dark. Following that, a strange voice is heard whispering, something that's hard to make out. Not much else happens after this, but everything that happened before was enough for Jacob to decide that Jeffrey should remain locked up in the basement. Jeffrey continues to be recorded in case he moves again. For now, no further updates have been posted by Jacob, but until then, this video remains a mystery. Uploaded by user did353. The following video comes with an explanation from the uploader themselves, saying, quote, "Recently there was a bear that was rummaging through the trash in the town. I heard and saw movement outside my window and tried to get it on camera. Instead, I caught something else entirely. Also, I was completely alone that night." End quote. Take a look at this strange video.
So, I heard a noise. There was a black bear running around. He's been attacking our trash cans lately, and I want to get video of him because, like, my parents are away right now, but I want to see this black bear, and, like, he's hanging out in the woods around here, and I'm sure of it. Because he's been attacking our trash cans lately. Wait a minute. Who's in my room? Hey! Whoa. Who's in here? Okay, alright. Yeah, no, I'm getting out of here.
As the man recording stands outside, he turns his camera, where he spots a strange dark figure standing inside of his room, which, understandably, causes him to race inside and see if he can see what it is. However, much to the surprise of the man, once he enters the house and turns the lights on, the figure is nowhere to be seen. This is definitely a highly creepy piece of footage that is quite unexplainable, it seems. Is this just a hoax created with the help of a friend? Or is everything happening in this footage authentic? A man whose entire home is filled with Bibles and other religious artifacts that he worships on the daily. If he's not praying, then he's most likely sitting at his piano playing a song with verses from the Bible. Pretty much everything he has or does in this apartment is based on something religious. Now you might be thinking that this man is simply devoted to his religion. While that's partly true, the main reason as to why he prays a lot has to do with something completely different. As it turns out, this man has been experiencing strange happenings in his home. Ever since visiting his father's gravesite at the cemetery, he can't shake the feeling that something has followed him home. Whatever it might be, he's deeply afraid of it. For this reason, he's been praying and singing religious songs more so than usual as an attempt to get rid of the evil entity that now lives in his home. One day, while taking a nap, he wakes up to a loud noise in the living room. He grabs his phone and records this.
Bueno, estoy grabando este video porque estoy tratando de dormir, pero acabo de escuchar un golpe duro por allá en la sala, entonces decidí grabar porque hace días que se viene presentando cosas extrañas en el apartamento. Son las 4:13 de la tarde, entonces me parece muy extraño que hasta ahora están sucediendo como cosas raras. Entonces, comedor. Miren, es en el comedor. Tengo las ventanas cerradas, miren. Esto viene sucediendo hace como una semana ya. Pues la verdad se me hace muy extraño. Se me hace muy extraño que estén pasando cosas así.
Feeling slightly unnerved, the man sees a set of eating utensils swaying side to side as though a strong breeze had passed by. But as the man points out, all windows are closed shut. Naturally, he was stricken with fear, but not as much as the next incident, as what happens then leaves him terribly shaken up. A few days after this occurrence, the man uploads a video in which he appears to be deeply distressed. Watch.
En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas. En el nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas. No tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno que te vas. Ordeno que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
Appearing to be fed up with the supposed spirit, the man tells the spirit to leave at once, but after having done so, a piano key is seemingly pressed by an unseen force. The man quickly rushes out of the room in a panicked frenzy. It was now clear to him that something was provoking him, but as if that wasn't obvious enough, 4 days later, this happens. It's 3 in the morning when the man and his girlfriend, who was staying the night, wake up to strange noises. What happens next leaves them highly unsettled. Take a look.
Bueno, voy a grabar este video porque nuevamente se están escuchando en el apartamento ruidos. Son las 3 de la mañana con 16 minutos y... Escucha. Sí, amor, sí se escucha. Es en la sala. Sí. Escucha. Esta vez no estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas que están pasando. ¿Dónde es eso, amor? La cocina. ¿Qué fue eso? Se cayó. Yo voy a mirar. ¿Qué es aquí, amor? ¿Qué es aquí? Señor bendito. Amor, quédese acá, yo voy solo, amor. Yo voy. Prenda la luz. Se ve todo tranquilo por acá. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Parece que es en la cocina. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Vaya para el cuarto, amor. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Estás viendo, amor? ¿Estás viendo? Es en la cocina, amor. Cuidado con la cocina. Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes. ¿Qué fue lo que sonó hacia ahorita, amor?
Una cocina.
Mierda. Mira, amor, mira. ¿Ves que no me tiras, amor? Es un vaso. Es un vaso. Y mira, todos los cajones están abiertos. ¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí, Dios mío? Amor.
Strangely, the wind chimes move on their own, and the kitchen appears to be ransacked. Yet according to the man, no signs of forced entry were seen anywhere in the house. Further adding to the strangeness, the man says that his girlfriend felt very ill only minutes after this incident. Whether or not this had something to do with her sudden illness is unknown, but considering what happened only days later, the man can't help but think that the spirit was responsible for this. It's late at night, and the man is once again woken up by mysterious noises when this is captured. Without warning, the sound of footsteps charging at full throttle can be heard heading towards the man before being attacked by an unseen presence. Scared stiff, the man stands in silence while trying to process what just happened. He then picks up his phone and ends the video here. Although undoubtedly strange, viewers find it stranger that the man doesn't turn on the lights in most of these incidents. But the reason for this, according to him, is that the lights for most of the rooms are located at the main entrance, which he stays away from, as he's too scared to approach. Whether ghost or not, the man continues to pray and read passages from the Bible in the hopes that doing so would get rid of the strange presence that haunts him,